I guess I would say I accepted Jesus when I was 20, but I didn't follow Jesus until I was older, if that makes sense to you. I was not mature, and I thought, I could still go off and do these things, still go off and party and drink and think that, God, I'm on your team, man. But no, God had to mold me and show me and let me go through the pain to really break me down so I could be broken and ultimately used for Him. Not only do trials help build strength, which leads to perseverance, but the whole process isn't considered complete until the trial actually produces maturity. In other words, until it finishes its work. I got an illustration for you here. Cow manure. Have you ever smelled cow manure? You live in Port Orchard? Of course you have. It's gross. In the summertime, I live next to a pasture, okay? And my friends and I, we actually put gloves on. Sometimes we have gloves. But the horses would leave their little droplets, right? And when the sun got on them, they'd dry them up and perfect, picking one up and just tagging somebody. We used to have like dookie horses, what we call them. If you were not paying attention though, see, the horse leaves a nice round mound. Cow manure happens to just be this flat, what we call cow pies, right? And if you weren't paying attention, you'd step in it, okay? The very fact that we bag something that comes out of a cow and belongs in a toilet is amazing. Manure is gross, but what's manure used for? For plants and grass. Manure is the best thing you can put on. Why? It makes things grow. It's the oldest known fertilizer. Trials are like manure in our lives. Trials stink, but they have a purpose. They cause growth and maturity because we learn to trust God rather than ourselves. When that happens regularly, spiritual growth takes place. Now, I know you guys will look at cow manure a whole nother light from now on, but it's true. It stinks to go through our trials, but it's absolutely necessary. If you live on planet Earth, you're going to face pain and suffering. James says if we choose joy, understanding God is completely in control during our trials, we'll receive certain rewards in our lives. That's what growing through trials is all about. The rewards I speak of are in the Bible, the maturity that you'll gain, the knowledge that you'll gain, the tools that you'll have in your toolbox to use in future events. Now, I've lost my spot with cow manure. Point number 3. When we grow through pain, we gain completion. James 1:4 says, complete, not lacking anything. What does it mean to be complete? Okay, I guess I should ask it this way. Why should we want to be complete? Because what?
Because we're broken.
Because we're broken? Yes.
It's better than the alternative.
Better than the alternative?
So you have knowledge.
What's that?
So you have knowledge.
So we have knowledge. Yeah.
So we can make better decisions.
Exactly. He says we won't be lacking anything. Completion is all about God seeing His plan for us through till the end. Ultimately, we'll be totally complete with Jesus in heaven, right? But we can also experience a semi-completeness by becoming more like Christ in our day-to-day lives. When we choose to grow through trials instead of being bitter and just going through them, we're actually allowing God to take us more and shape us into like being like his son. And that's what being Christ follower is all about. If you were to get on a roller coaster ride, okay? Just imagine this. You're getting on this brand new roller coaster ride. It's the world's longest, tallest, and fastest. You're all excited, you're strapped in. Your cart begins to pull away. And you just notice out of the corner of your eye something fall to the ground up ahead. And you're straining down, you look over, and you see this big old bolt just laying there. It's fallen from somewhere on the roller coaster. But you can't tell exactly where it came from. What would you think about riding this coaster now? You freak out, right? Exactly. It's incomplete. It's lacking something. And you know you're about to go on a crazy ride. Hopefully you survive. Look, guys, God wants us to have all we need to be capable, confident servants. When we go through trials, instead of growing through them, we actually miss out on being a complete person. We miss the benefits that we need later. Don't just go through your trials anymore. Try to grow through them. I'll tell you this, it's not easy choosing to grow through trials instead of just going through them. Sometimes it's downright tough, but it's not possible. The only reason I can say that with complete certainty is because of the trials that I faced in my own life. Because I know God was showing me his way, his purpose for my life by allowing me to make a decision in the tough moments of life to look at the cracks and say, I'm going to grow through these. I'm not going to sit here and dwell on this negative. God, what do you want me to do? Identifying the problems in my life. At that time, as you well know, it was drinking. One big, huge problem. Creating for myself trials. Keith, if you don't want the trials in your life, give it up. Okay, that was weekend. Okay, I'll try to limit it. I was trying to bargain. God loved me enough to show me. I got a better plan for you. You don't want this drama in your life? I'm going to make it real easy for you. Give it to me. Put it down. And once I decided, you know what? I'm going through this trial, but I'm going to grow through this trial. All right, Jesus, here you go. Give me the strength that I need. Help me. Put people in my life. And that's exactly what he did. And then, like it says, you become a servant. And as I continue to serve and as I continue to talk to people, it helps keep me sober and right on the right track that I need to be on. By being an example. By trying to be the best disciple I can be. Helps to keep me sober. There's a guy named Dave Dravecky. He pitched for the Giants back in the day. This guy's a Christian. God gave him a tremendous platform. 1988, I believe, he goes in to see the doctor because he's having pain, he's pitching him. The doctor looks at his arm and says, you have a tumor, we have to go in and do surgery and remove this tumor. But chances are you are not going to pitch again. Next season rolls around, he gets his arm strength back, he's back on the mound. But the next trial that he has to face is something far more worse